Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, UFC 327. Let me switch this picture up for y'all real quick. My bad. We got Curtis Blaydes versus Josh Hokit. The fighter in the blue corner, Josh Hokit, is already inside of the ring. Making his ring walk now in the inspection zone is going to be Curtis Blaydes. And the people that Curtis Blaydes has shared the ring with and beat over the course of his career, he should go out there and clean up Josh Hokit. So Curtis Blaydes, they're expecting him to go out there and clean up the next man. But only time will tell the outcome, and only time will tell the victim. And a lot of people would love to see Josh Hokit get his mouth shut the hell up for good. So let's see what happens here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Because only time will tell the victim, and only time will tell the outcome. Josh Hokit, Curtis Blaydes, ready to settle their heavyweight differences here tonight, and we can't wait for that. That's why we here live in the building, about to go crazy, about to make his way inside of the octagon cage. It's Curtis Blaydes, and we had Business of Family in the building, and I appreciate Business of Family. Business of Family has always been there since the beginning. Always, you can damn near say could be someone I know, love, and trust. That's what we're talking about. Rising up all no, ain't nobody rising up on nothing. But they saying this thing contains flashing images and violence. Also, it's about to go down. Yee! UFC 327, the featured bout of the evening. Josh Hokit, Curtis Blaydes, a fight that everyone has been waiting for since it was announced. And now, the fighters are inside the octagon cage, and it's time for them to go let it rip. Time for them to go take the next man down, choke the next man out. I'm trying to see a Kimura land or a Kimura attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is presented and giving you the live commentary will be fight or get knocked out. The three judges ringside is judge number 1, 2, and 3. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record, 8 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 233 pounds, fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Josh Hokit. And he walked across the arena at the next man. Walked across the arena at the next man and pointed in his face like I'm about to clean you up. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 5 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 261 pounds, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, presenting the number 5 ranked UFC heavyweight contender in the world, Curtis Razor Blaydes. And look at everybody with their bruise. Look at him. He's shadow boxing. He got a big ass beer in his hair and chucking it to the face. They going crazy. He was chugging it, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you know, when you chugging it and it's going down a chin on your shirt, he don't give a damn. Go ahead, champ. He been drunk. Yeah, his ass been gone. He ain't gonna wake up like, what happened? Alrighty, rushing across is Josh Hokit, pumping a jab out. Oh, Josh Hokit trying to come out crazy. Over the top with the right hand by Josh Hokit, trying to get in and land clean. Right hand over the top by Josh Hokit. Curtis Blaydes was standing still. Looked like he got hurt by that right hand over the top by Josh Hokit. Keeping his left hand down low. He's a wrestler trying to get a single leg takedown. Got and broke free with Josh Hokit and flipped him off with Josh Hokit. Broke free from that leg takedown and flipped off Curtis Blaydes with Josh Hokit. Gave him the birdie and released it from the cage. Straight right hand with a left hook over the top with a right hand by Curtis Blaydes. Good jab landed by Curtis Blaydes. Right hand over the top by Josh Hokit. Another right hand over the top. Curtis Blaydes is hurt. Top down with a right hand. Right hands and left hands, and Curtis Blaydes is about to get knocked out. Josh Hokit is on the inside. Jab, but a straight right hand by Curtis. Saying, get your ass back. Jab right there by Curtis, and you can see the blood all lisking down his face. Over the top with a right hand thrown right there with a jab flicked out by Curtis. Both fighters is wild, but Josh Hokit is trying to knock him out. Throwing jab flicked out, keeping him at bay with that jab right there is Curtis. But right hand over the top by Josh Hokit. Jab right there. Got to keep his hands up. Ain't got no defense as the wrestler. Right hand over the top, sack with the legs again. Another right hand, pushed him off. Staggering right there is Curtis Blaydes and flipping him off, walking him down, beating on him. Straight right hand landed by Josh Hokit flipped him off and threw another right hand and landed flush. Josh Hokit ain't playing. Another right hand over the top with a jab flicked out, pumping that jab out, and just standing in front of him is Curtis Blaydes. Left hook landed right there by Josh Hokit, putting the beats on Curtis Blaydes and bleeding out the brim of his nose. Look like his nose is busted. Holding on to Josh Hokit and then took him down. Got the takedown. The wrestler got the takedown. Josh Hokit is on the ground, throwing right hands up underneath the right armpit of Josh Hokit. Got back to his feet was Hokit, and now you can see Hokit trying to relieve himself from the body grasp of Blaydes, and then exhausted, bleeding on the next man back. Talk about bleeding blood on the next man, medulla oblongata. Just nasty work. Trying to just control the body lock right now is Curtis Blaydes. He's ranked number 5. Hokit is only 8 wins and no losses, not ranked at all. And he's letting the world know that I'm a true heavyweight and I mean what I'm saying. I'm going to talk my shit how I want to talk it. Body shot with a right hand with a left hand thrown by Curtis Blaydes. But grabbing him and trying to get another takedown. Got another takedown was Blaydes. Another takedown from Curtis, trying to get up under that neck and choke out Josh Hokit. And then standing back up immediately with Josh Hokit like, I can't be down on the ground with a brute of a man like you. And then looking to try to grab the wrist of, grab the head, the wrist of Blaydes is Hokit to try to separate his hand so he can get up out the grasp. But the next man just throwing right hands underneath the armpit, getting to the chin. Good uppercuts from behind right there. It's Curtis Blaydes throwing a right knee to the right hamstring of Hokit. Beautiful work in the control, and now trying to control himself to knock off the cobwebs and just get his senses back right now. It's Curtis Blaydes hobbling on one leg. It's Josh Hokit looking to try to turn in, put his feet back on the canvas to get his balance back, and he has done that. And now just bloody and moving around. You know, blood is real thick, so it's real slippery right now. Hokit is just covered in the next man's blood. Jab with a straight right hand being thrown by Curtis Blaydes. Flipping him off right there is Josh Hokit. Just releasing a birdie right there is Josh Hokit. Just flipping him off. And then jab right there. Josh Hokit is over there, got hurt. Straight left hand thrown, pumping that jab out as Curtis. Right hook, and Josh Hokit is running and he's slipping over his punches. Hokit is hurt but got caught with a right hand was Blaydes. Straight right hand thrown. It's a masterpiece. And they going at it, both the fighters. Curtis Blaydes, right hand landed by Curtis. Punches and bunches. Josh Hokit is hurt. Left hands and right hands. Coming back at him is Josh Hokit with a right hand over the top. Punches and bunches and letting it rip his blades. Hokit got clipped with a right hand, right uppercut. Hokit is hurt. Uppercuts with a right hand landed by Curtis Blaydes. Backed up against the cage right there is Hokit getting punched on, getting beat on. Curtis Blaydes is getting his get back. Uppercut by Curtis Blaydes. Straight left hand with a right hand by Curtis. Right hand over the top with a left hand. Curtis Blaydes putting the beats on Hokit. Oh, elbow over the top. Right elbows coming in, landing by Curtis. Nasty work. 1 minute and 8 seconds left in round number 1 of 3. Hokit landed 31 significant strikes. Blaydes landed 53 significant strikes. Just holding on right now is Hokit. Holding on is Curtis Blaydes. These heavyweights is exhausted. These heavyweights has just let all their power go early, and everybody standing up and clapping. Everybody standing up and clapping. Let me drink some Bobby Boucher. Body shot with the right hand by Curtis Blaydes. Backed up to the cage right there. I believe they're on the East Coast side of the octagon cage. What a hell of a fight in this round number 1. Right hands to the body, landed on the left obliques. Watch the back of the head, Curtis. Holding on to Hokit right now. Uppercut on the inside off the separation with 30 seconds left in round number 1 of 10. Standing there smiling, flipping him off right there is Hokit. Standing there smiling, flipping him off is Hokit. He don't give a damn about health and wealth and life. Right hand being thrown right there. Feints, jab, mouthpiece fell out by Hokit. Right hand missing them shots right there. Punt, uppercut on the inside, and Josh Hokit got caught with a right elbow. Another right elbow. Taking a step back is Hokit. And then you can see him standing there exhausted, slipping over his feet right there because it's wet, and then he's just standing there flipping a bird off at him, and Curtis Blaydes is just standing there looking at him, and that's the end of round number 1. That's the end of round number 1. Hokit is just standing there looking at him and then smiling at the people like, this what I does. That's what I does. I give people a show, and they say, you need to go back to your corner. He over there, I'm trying. I don't need to go back to my corner. I'm a Hokit, and he just can't even walk steady. He's over there staggering and whatnot, going back slow, wasting all his 60 seconds, drinking water like I'm perfectly fine. This is what we train for. Drinking water right there is Hokit. Got his head down low, say, work on me. We perfectly fine. I'm gonna give him another bird and let it out the cage, and then throw a right hand on him. And now they telling Curtis Blaydes, just take your time. You're gonna get him eventually. He gonna tire himself out. Look at the replay. Boom. Right hand over the top, landed right there by Hokit. That was early. Another right hand by Hokit. Went in early and was putting the beats right there on Curtis. And then Curtis came back and started putting the beats on Hokit. And Hokit is still wobbly in the corner. You got to put ice on him to calm him down. Put ice on him, cold water to cool him down, because you know he hot. So I don't know why they didn't sit Hokit down to cool him off. So your corner did you dirty, Hokit. And now Curtis is probably going to get you because of what your corner just did to you. He's just standing there wobbling back and forth like he's some type of tall building and some type of hurricane wobbling back and forth and whatnot. Alrighty, round number 2 is underway. UFC looking for that uppercut was Hokit, missed that shot. Looking for the straight right hand, missed that shot was Blaydes. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in round number 2 of 3. What a hell of a showdown from both of these heavyweight athletes. Round number 2 of 3. Right hand clipped them. Good work right there by Hokit. Another jab right there by Blaydes came in. And that jab that Blaydes is throwing out is keeping Hokit at bay and barely keeping that right hand from cleaning up Blaydes. Jab flicked out, thrown, missing that left hand. Over the top with the right hand came in, landed by Blaydes. Over there exchanging punches right there is both the fighter who gonna dig in, shooting for the takedown. Over there, great sprawl and a great way of getting away from that takedown. Hop back up, negated the takedown, and then flipped them off and said, let's get back to work. Jab flicked out by Curtis Blaydes, put the right hand over the top, and it's looking like Blaydes' nose is over here bent back like paper clips, like Cat Williams said. Nasty work, bent back paperclip nose. I ain't never heard of a thing. 4 minutes and 3 seconds left, round number 2 of 3. Slap shot with the left hand. Right hand came in, landed with a left hand, landed with another left hand came in, landed by Blaydes. Jab, but looking for the uppercut with the right hand was Hokit. Nothing was there. Pumping that jab, taking a step back right there is Blaydes getting away, and look at both the fighters fatigued, throwing arm shots, looking for the uppercut, but missed that shot. Straight right hand landed by Hokit. Straight right hand, huge right by Hokit. And over there, wobbly right there, face lumped up right now. Big shot with the right hand, with the left hand by Hokit. Over there, swolled up face by Curtis Blaydes. Uppercut with the right hand, missed that, but uppercut with the right hand by Hokit. Right uppercut on the inside, starting to get nasty, starting to get with it, starting to say, I got you where I want you, and now I'm just going to shoot what I got to shoot to get you up out the game. And then immediately start to hold his opponent, grabbing that right arm, exchanged right hands with both of them fighters. You seen it right there. What a hell of a bout here for the featured bout. They should have been a main event. This shit that good. Right hand to the body. Good body shot. Head, but uppercut with the right hand, but a right knee to the body by Hokit. Looking to throw knees right there is Hokit. Both fighters exhausted, but still getting them feet up off the ground. That lets you know they digging deep. Uppercuts, punches being thrown right there by Blaydes. Jab came in, landed on a Hokit. Jab came in, landed on a Hokit. Marching forward, looking for a straight right hand, and you can hear the corner. You move your head. Move your head. They're screaming at Hokit. Move your head. And you can see a bloody face of Blaydes. Jab came in, landed by Blaydes. Another jab by Blaydes. Head off, not an elbow. Uppercut with the right hand, landed by Blaydes. Coming in, marching forward right now, starting to gain a little bit of confidence. That's confidence. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Uppercut with the right hand. Uppercut with the right hand, exchanging uppercuts. And watch the knees from both of these fighters. Two heavyweights just in the Muay Thai clinch, ready to throw knees and legs, elbows, forearms. It really don't matter. Just let something land. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. Right jab being thrown right there, taking a step back, bleeding out the brim of his nose is Hokit. And look at his face. Curtis Blaydes' face is destroyed. Straight right hand by Hokit. Straight right hand by Hokit. Another right hand by Hokit. Keeping his head. Right hand landed right there by Hokit. Curtis Blaydes has hurt. Right hand over the top, swinging back with a straight right with a left hand. Left hook landed by Hokit. Uppercut with the right hand, pushed him back. Right hand clipped him, landed by Hokit. Uppercut landed on the inside by Blaydes. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. A right uppercut thrown. Big shot with the right hand. Another shot. Punches and punches by Hokit. Another right hand landed. Bobbing and weaving, taking them shots. But Hokit is getting off. Hokit is getting off. 1 minute and 54 seconds left. Round number 2 of 3. Holding each other back of the necks. Medulla oblongata, talking to each other. Right uppercut by Blaydes. Coming back over the top, coming digging deep, pumping that jab out his Hokit. Keeping his Blaydes at distance, but a jab came in. Straight right hand by Blaydes. Jab, right hand landed by Blaydes. Straight right hand, and Blaydes is marching forward. Landing shots on Hokit. Flipping him off his Hokit. It's tied though. That's a tie to flipping as an offage. Straight right hand by Hokit. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Calf kick going down low. Landed by Blaydes. Straight right hand, missed that shot by Blaydes. On the inside right there, looking at trying to throw a knee. This is a crazy heavyweight fight, and it's back and forth, and this is what we need in 2026 and forevermore. And if I can sing, that would have sounded good. Right elbow came in, landed by Blaydes. 1 minute and 13 seconds. Looking for that body shot right there is Blaydes. Body shot with the right hand, all on the inside by Curtis Blaydes. Another right hand to the body by Blaydes. Big shots with the right hand, landed on left rib cage. Right uppercut landed on left cheekbone by Blaydes. 1 minute flat in round number 2 of 3. Standing there, both fighters uppercut on the inside by Curtis Blaydes. Walking back right there is Hokit, and a little short uppercut by Curtis Blaydes. Nasty work inside in the clinch right there, working them body shots, trying to take this round number 2 is going to be Curtis after a monstrous round. 2 minutes in this fight, and there's 2 minutes in this round for Hokit, dipping underneath that right hand, right knee, left knee to the face, left knee to the face, but a right elbow with a straight right hand landed by Blaydes. Always coming back. If you hit me with anything, I'm going to respond. Left knee to the body by Hokit. Beautiful knees to the body body by Hokit. Right uppercuts on the inside, missed his right uppercut was a Hokit. 23 seconds left in round number 2 of 3. And then looking up at the clock right there was Hokit. Shooting uppercuts right there is Curtis Blaydes. Both fighters is in close range. Anything can happen, anything can land. Two heavyweights, brute of men, leaking, bleeding. Uppercut on the inside, this strain on every punch, every kick, every blade throws a shot. You can, and then you get 8 seconds in round number 2. Looking like this fight going to get the right straight landed by Hokit. Shooting down, coming in. Big shot with a right hand landed by Blaydes. Over the top with a right hand and saying, see you later, sucker. And walk off having a good time is Hokit. Giving the people a crowd and flipping off his corner and everybody going back to his corner. And he don't even know where he going is Hokit. Go over there. He's like, damn, man, I'm just fighting. God damn it. That's what we supposed to do. Goddamn fool and whoop ass. That's Hokit. Sitting in the corner. Well, he's not sitting down. He's leaning over. Lean up and get that hand on his head so he can get that lungs together. Y'all got to get his respiratory system in order. Got the ice on the back of that neck. Gave him water. He's drinking his own water right now, spitting it out. Exhausted, fatigued, but still a showman at the end of the day. Picking up the towel right now, wiping his own face, blowing his own nose out as Hokit, like he over there bleeding. I need 4 straight punches from you, Hokit. Look at, bam, right hand, clean shot by Hokit. Nasty shot, boom, big shot with a straight right hand landed by Hokit. They're showing a replay of the flush shots landed by Hokit. Big shot and punches being thrown right there. So expect this round number 5 to be madness. Expect this round number 5 to be where it's supposed to be and to go crazy, because these fighters ain't backing down from nothing, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how it's supposed to be. The third and the final round is about to begin, and Curtis Blaydes came on over, putting hands on him over there, getting hit with punches and having fun dancing as Hokit, and look at him pointing up at the rafters and whatnot, and look at Curtis Blaydes going to look at the doctor, talking to somebody right there. I think his corner put his mouthpiece in his mouth. Ranked number 11, Burns welterweight bout versus Malott. And we're going to be right there next Saturday. That UFC, probably not. We don't know. The third round is here. They put it back in. Straight right hand over the top with a right hand. Punches and punches being thrown, but a big shot landed right there by Curtis. Jab landed right there with a calf kick thrown right there by Curtis. Good work right there. Straight left hand, slipping that straight right thrown by Hokit. Shooting in for the takedown. Great work. Hobbling on one leg. Negated that takedown. Standing up right now is Curtis Blaydes, but that was a slow get up. Right hand over the top. Body shot going down low, but a straight right hand was thrown by Blaydes. Punches and bunches. A straight right hand came in by Curtis. Brought his back self, bringing himself back into the fight is Curtis every second. All back in the clinch how they was earlier. Uppercuts came in, landed by Curtis. Body shots with a right hand, all in the clinch. Good work with the body shot with the right hand by Hokit. With a right knee to the body came in by Hokit. 4 minutes and 13 seconds in round number 3. Holding that, both guys' right arms is locked up. The right arm of Hokit is locked up with the left arm of Curtis. So the left arm is free from Hokit and the free right arm from Blaydes. What are they going to do? They're going to separate. Soon as I can let all that out. 3 minutes and 56 seconds left. Taking a step back right now is Curtis. Straight left hand came in, landed by Curtis. Big shot, missed his right over the top, missed his blows, and over there shifty right there. Jab flicked out, blocking that shot was Curtis. Counter left hook, missed that blow. Standing there 10 toes, looking to strike. Jab here flicked out. Both fighters has got blood on them, mainly due to the face of Curtis. I don't think Hokit is bleeding at all. That's all the blood from Curtis Blaydes. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. Another jab by Hokit. Beautiful jab slandered. Jab came in, landed right there by Hokit. Nasty jabs. Another jab by Hokit. Pumping that jab. Another jab by Hokit. Don't know how to move his head off the line, trying to switch stances, trying to find a way in, but a jab came in, landed by Curtis, and just a bloody mess. The face of Curtis is nasty work. Right hand over the top came in, landed by Curtis. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in round number 3. Coming in straight right hand thrown, but a left hook came in, landed right there by Curtis. Left hook landed, right hand missed that shot, peeled back, got away from that shot was Hokit. Pumping his jab, marching forward, looking to load up his right hand. Right uppercut being thrown, pumping that jab out. Hokit is looking to load up that right hand. You can see 2 minutes and 58 seconds left, pumping that jab out, straight right hand, got out the way of them shots. His Blaydes dipping down low, pumping that jab by Blaydes with a straight right hand by Blaydes, pumping his jab, missed by Hokit. Both of these fighters over there get a standing ovation from these fans. Left leg on the inside, kick by Curtis, but a straight right hand by Hokit. Missing them right elbows coming in right there by Curtis. Looking for them elbows is Josh Hokit. Coming back with elbows, dipping down, getting away from the left elbow from Hokit. Bloody, bleeding all over the next man. Right uppercut, and everybody talking about they have never seen Curtis Blaydes busted up in a fight like this. But when you're fighting the Josh Hokit, you better believe that jab, he gonna start to poke it. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in round number 3. Getting away from that jab, bobbing and weaving, good right hand, and getting away from the counter left hook thrown by Blaydes. Right hand over the top being thrown by Blaydes, and it's looking like that left eye. Counter over the top with a snappy right hand came in by Hokit. On the inside, right knee to the body landed by Hokit, but a right elbow came in, landed by Blaydes, but a double left elbow came in, landed by Hokit. Beautiful exchange. Looking up at the clock is Blaydes and flipping him off is Hokit. You looking up at the clock and I'm disrespecting you every inch of this fight. Right hand over the top being thrown by Hokit. What you gonna do? Jab flicked out, looking to load him up with that right hand. Left hook thrown right there by Blaydes. Straight right hand, be landed by Blaydes. Left hook over the top, missed that, bobbing and weaving, being fluid in there, getting away from Hokit's shots. 1 minute and 46 seconds left. All on the inside, looking for that right uppercut was Blaydes. Looking for a right elbow right there was Blaydes. Left leg kick on the inside. 184 total punches landed by Blaydes, and 115 total punches landed by Hokit. Straight right hand being thrown with a punch in the bunches, and then we can see uppercut with a right hand being thrown by Hokit, and then uppercuts on the inside landed by Blaydes. Beautiful work right here. And the knees to the body landed right there and causing the separation. Jabs being flicked out, slipping them jabs right there. Missing that left hook was Curtis Blaydes, and coming back at him right there is Josh Hokit with 1 minute and 13 seconds left in this round number 3. White trunks, now they're pink because all the red blood is on them. Punches and bunches by Hokit. 3-punch combination. Crisp shots right there, not even busted up like that as Hokit over there putting the beats on Curtis Blaydes. Big shots with the right hands landed, but a right hand came in by Curtis Blaydes. Standing his ground, throwing punches over the top, dipping down low, missed that shot. Right straight being thrown, left hands by Hokit pumping his jab out. Right there's Curtis Blaydes, and both of these dudes is over here needs to be on another planet. Both fighters landed 45 strikes apiece, 48 in Blaydes, 47 that last round, and Blaydes outlanded Hokit in every single round in significant strikes. 38 seconds right straight being thrown by Hokit. Big shot came in, landed right there, taking a step back. Big shot with the right hand, with the left hand, with a calf kick going down low. Beautiful low leg kick, another low leg kick, straight right hand being thrown, jab flicked out, right hands being thrown, left knee lifting it up, but nothing really committed to the body by Hokit. 23 seconds left in the bout. Hell of a bout right here by both of these. Left elbow by Hokit. Beautiful left elbow on the inside. Nasty work right there. Holding on to the next man. Grappling. Got blood all over him, so you know both the fighters is slippery. The right knee to the body, but an elbow by Blaydes. Good right to work right there. 10 seconds left. Bobbing and weaving on them ropes right there. It was Blaydes coming in, looking to lay it all out on the line right now. It's going to be both of these fighters because it's going to come to a close, and it's looking like this fight is over, and that's the end of the bout. Wow, that's the end of the fight. Both the fighters exhausted. Both the fighters need to stand up. And look at the president. You can see Trump right there standing up. I can't believe it. You can see Donald Trump watching the fight, standing up, clapping like, I love this. And Curtis Blaydes getting his fight weight down. And look at Hokit getting it, his corner right there, walking to his corner, walking to the president right now is Hokit, looking at the president saying, I'm doing this for you, Donald Trump. And let's see the replay. Boom, right hand over the top came in. Good work right there by Hokit. Had the president sitting next to Dana White watching a good fight. He said, damn the war in Iran, it's a ceasefire so I can go watch the fight. Imagine if Trump did the ceasefire just so he can go watch the UFC 327. That'd go crazy. So it's like everything came out. So Trump, why did you cause it, and why did you want the ceasefire at the Strait of Hormuz? So I can get to UFC 324, of course. That's President Trump. Uppercut with the right hand by Hokit. Jab with the right hand. Combinations of punches. Oh, landing like 5-6 punches right there is Josh Hokit. And the jab over there, knocking the mouthpiece out with a straight right hand, with a jab with a right hand. 3-punch combination over there, dancing right there is Hokit. Getting away from punches. And look at everybody. You can see Joe Rogan in there. You know, Joe Rogan always. That'd be Joe Rogan. That's be his 1-2. And he do his hands like that. That's Joe Rogan. Leaning over the turn, leaning over the octagon cage is Curtis. Leaning down, taking his mouthpiece out, exhausted. And you can see Joe Rogan standing next to Josh Hokit saying, good job, man. Damn good job. This is what you need to do. And then damn good work right there. Now we are waiting for the final decision. We don't know who's going to win this bout. But the statistics with the takedowns should have it in favor of Curtis Blaydes. They said he outlanded him in every single round. And then he got them 3 takedowns. But Josh Hokit, he was throwing punches and bunches with combinations and getting the crowd behind him. So we're about to figure out who won this bout. Don't be surprised if they make it a draw. They for sure going to have to run that back, ladies and gentlemen. They for sure are going to have to run that back because that was a hell of a bout. And now we got to wait for the judges to make their final decisions. And no matter who win or no matter who lose, both of the fighters, you keep your head up. Because y'all both deserve the praise of everybody with a standing ovation. And we would love to see that fight again. We would love to see the rematch between them two fellers. Little who men, little who fellers. And they said, LOL, who's in the building? Muku? That's what we're talking about, Muku. Stay tapped in. We're going to get you right here with this UFC. And Hokit is ready. And now Curtis Blaydes is going to be ready. We are back and we are about to get a decision right here and right now. Drink some of this Bobby and we got right. Now for the official decision, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges agree to this contest, 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated defeated Josh Hokit. And you can see lion on his chest because he got the heart of a lion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winner, Josh Hokit. Josh, that was one of the most insane fights I've ever seen in my life. You just came out, threw caution to the wind. Was that the game plan coming in here tonight? To the Miami Mamacita. My bath water tastes like a sweet margarita. The wines are not to like. When I pick up the mic, a poppy comes back to life. And when it's time to get litty, you know I can get jiggy. My electric slide, the power of bull, and it's power the whole damn city. That ouch that runs his mouth and wears dirty shoes in your house just to say F your couch. And last, I leave with this. I toot my own horn and beat my own drum. But if you think you can beat me in a fist fight, then boy, is you dumb. And P.S. Alex Pereira, do something with these blanks. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Hokit walking off exhausted, and he's 9-0 now, and he trying to get it done. And he's a showman in there, ladies and gentlemen, just exhausted in there, hands on the hip, walking and leaving the octagon cage, getting slapped on the behind. Right there is Josh Hokit. He gonna go run to President Trump. He needs to go to the president so I can get some shorts. Go talk to the president. And look at him throwing his hands up in the air, pointing to the Lord, rubbing the chest. And then we got Michael Irvin in the building right there. Michael Irvin right there in the building. And then that's Chris Fowler right there. Chris Fowler pulled up in the building, and they got David Njoku. That's a Pro Bowler right there. Former UFC flyweight Alexandre Alatoja. That's my guy right there. And then here we go. The Hurricanes representing the U. And then they got Zach Brown is in the building. Everybody in the building. The Zach Brown band. Everybody in the UFC 327 with President Trump in the building. And then don't forget, they supposed to be having a UFC fight on the White House lawn. So we going to be there for that. I'm probably going to be on the grill in the White House lawn calling a live blow by blow. That's how you supposed to be. And like, Trump, you trying to get a beer? He's like, nah, you know I'm on duty right now. See me after the clock. And we just like, not on duty. That's going to be Trump. You need a beer? He'd be like, not on duty. Not on duty. Go crazy with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Hokit is your winner. Josh Hokit.